"There you are, Cowboy." His cousin Beck Ballantyne greeted him at the large sponsor tent where Beck Ballantyne had been signing autographs and posing for pictures before the Panhandle Rodeo finals started. A few carnival-style games had been set up outside the tent along with a roping demonstration. Beck waved at the family he'd been posing with and checked his watch. He'd stayed 15 minutes past his volunteer slot, and since another couple of rodeo cowboys had arrived, he thanked the coordination volunteers and stepped over the low white picket fence with fake floral arrangements and hay bales that had been set up for the family photos with the cowboy of their choice. "I raised nearly $2,500 for the Children's Hospital in Boise," Beck said happily. "I raised nearly $3,000 yesterday." Bodie didn't miss a beat. He never did. Seriously? Beck's disappointment stabbed deep, even as his competitive spirit flared. "My line was the longest they had today, and the volunteers asked if I could come back after my final events." "Won't nobody be there?" Bodie's amused glance raked over him as they exited the tent. "Seeing as everyone with a pulse will be watching me ride victory to a truly devastating first place in the bull riding finals, that 100%er rank bull is gonna lose." "Bowen won't let you squeak out another win over him that quick," Beck laughed. "He drew Headbanger, who's scored more performance points than victory on his last 4 rides." "Exactly. You boys done discussing my superiority and ready to redeem yourselves?" Beck Ballantyne, his cousin who was older by almost 3 years, that had felt like a decade when Beck had been a kid trying to keep up, sauntered over, carnival game tickets dangling from his fingers. "Who's willing to accept the challenge?" Bodie snatched the tickets. Beck immediately swiped them away. "Ever heard of sharing?" Bowen produced another wad of tickets that he tossed at Bodie and kept another bunch for himself. "What's the prize?" Beck and Bodie asked at the same time. "Pride, not prize. Half the proceeds from the carnival today go to the Children's Hospital." Bowen picked up a basketball and, still facing them, shot it backward over his shoulder, and even though the rim was angled to make it nearly impossible to drain a shot, the ball swooshed through the net. "In or out?" Bowen challenged. His grayish blue eyes narrowed even as his dark brows arched in a look that was so familiar, Beck's heart rate kicked up and his spirits soared. His oldest cousin had often laid down challenges for him and Bodie, and the familiarity, being together, egging each other on, felt so right, when the past couple of months had felt so off for him.